This is a rapidly evolving area as more and more operators adopt this technology. What we found is that there are quite a few dimensions to the things that go into the business case. CapEx and OpEx are obviously the two big pieces of the puzzle, and CapEx is the easy part in some sense. You can measure it. OpEx, I think, is really the area where there's a bigger bang for the buck, as it were. What I find when we talk to our large operators is their OpEx numbers are actually probably twice their CapEx. So while they can focus on cutting CapEx, the reality is they really need to be focused on OpEx. And a lot of things go into the OpEx equation. I mean, it's people, it's power, air conditioning, space, and really it's about how long it takes you to do something. And I think ultimately, once you get to a baseline, it's how long it takes you to do things that will be the thing that has the most longevity. And the two big things that I think factor into that equation are, well, if you take a look at some of our customers, how long does it take you to deploy a network? We have a customer, Elephant Talk, that does services for a lot of large operators around the world, who were able to, from a standing start, select Affirmed and have a network up and running in which they're serving tier 1 operators in 3 months. Well, that's an unheard of accomplishment. It's in their model, and they're a fast-moving operator, it was a year prior to that. What we see with our large operator customers is what used to take them 2 or 3 years to do, they could now do in a year. So they immediately, even just to build the network, it goes faster. The real value, I think, is in the cost of innovation. Today in mobile networks, for example, if you want to do even the simplest of services, it's so manual that you spend a year doing a service, maybe 9 months. And therefore you can't innovate a lot because the cost of innovation is so high. But in using some of these software tools that for example, we've developed, you can take that same year-long activity and drop it down to hours. And when you can create new ideas and provision them in hours, you can go and experiment with a lot of different business models, and the cost of innovation becomes low, your rate of innovation goes up, and I think that actually ends up driving a big part of the long-term value of these systems.